let's talk about the book, Built to Last.
One of the things that I like the most, and I think that this is something that we are implementing in our company, it's the homegrown management. It's something that is going to help us to have people that know the processes, know the culture, know the values of the company, and we want to create something. We want to have something bigger, and by doing this, to we allow people to grow.
We have those hidden talents that we can actually unfold, and then they can actually develop and even excel in that field. For example, Camilla. Again, the good to great is focusing on the people. Now, with the clock building, it's more of we already have these people, and that's true. We cannot take them out right away. Like, we cannot take them out just because. But the goal of this clock building is to influence them, is to motivate them, is to engage them in this, making sure that we're aligned and we are doing everything with the same goal. Something like
Yeah.
that is what the clock building is.
So I don't think I need to invent or label my job task, and call it something else. It is what it is. It's our company shared values. That's what I promote. That's what I stand for. We take pride in that. And our competitors don't do that. They don't have it. They don't have that culture, which is the whole point of the book. It's about not just culture, but it's also purpose. Like, that's what drives that. It's been proven scientifically with, big corporations.
Yeah, it's not just about like being charismatic and that's it, right? It's about like being very disciplined, having a very clear vision, but also being open to changes.
Because right now, there's a lot of changes that have happened, right? And what is something that is non-negotiable to you that you cannot be compromised? It has to be end this core value.
Yeah, I mean, I think Armin was mentioning about that, I think, from what he was saying, but do what's in the best interest for the client, right? Making sure that the deals make sense, right? Make sure that we can actually help this client, make sure that the client can afford the program, right? Because we're trying to look for long-term success, right? For us, it doesn't matter if on the board says, oh my God, we signed in $1 million, but if that $1 million doesn't clear, if that $1 million doesn't graduate, then it doesn't matter.
And I just wanted to drive it home even further, is when our core ideology and we're saying in our department, this is what we're about, and we're all aligned with these shared values, and we start with do everything in the best interest of the client. I think it's very important that each department says to themselves, who is my client? Who is my client? And really, if we want to be built to last, we need to have that value in the forefront of our mind anytime that we are anytime we're in this, anytime we're in this organization, we have to be thinking about that. Not everyone in this organization is client facing. And everyone, however, has a client that they are trying to have their best interests.
Because you know how awesome is Arash? And how
No.
how that relates to the previous lesson that we had in Genius Makers about legacy, and I remember Arash asking a question of, if you step up, if you go on vacation, who's gonna like step up in your team? Is your team gonna be okay if you're out? And it's that portion of the being a clock builder instead of a time teller, because if you're a clock builder, you are empowering your team to be self-efficient, to make their own decisions, to basically you're looking to replace yourself. Instead, you are creating leaders instead of creating followers, that it's being a time teller, just telling everyone what to do.